Hey guys, I'm your host Jennifer Tapia, right here on the red carpet at the Beverly Hilton at the 14th Annual Living Legends of Aviation Awards.
The exclusive access to everything aviation, everything innovation, and everything motivation.
You're a living legend because you're about to be abducted into the Hall of Fame here?
Yeah, I'm just lucky to be here, Jennifer.
Right.
Yeah.
Tell us why. Why are you so lucky to be here?
Well, you know, one of the great things about aviation in this country is you have two sides. You have military and then civil commercial aviation. And not often enough do we come together. And I've gotten the chance last night and tonight to meet people whose names I knew, whose stories I was familiar with, but who I'd never met. People who developed technology and techniques and great racing heroes, acrobatic performers, people I've admired my whole life, but I never had the chance to meet. So I am honored to be here. It's fantastic.
It's going to be a great night. We also have stars like John Travolta that are going to be here, Harrison Ford. How do you feel about, these celebrities, of course, coming out tonight?
Well, it's just cool to meet them for one thing, but they also love aviation, which makes it even more impressive. And so it's great to have a group of people come together who really understand what flying's all about.
Tell us about exactly what you do.
I am retired now from the United States Air Force. And my previous job was as Chief of Staff of the Air Force, but most importantly, I had 40 years to work beside the greatest men and women in the world, in my view, doing the nation's business. And now I'm the Dean of the George Bush School of Public Service at Texas A&M University, which is another great privilege.
I'm actually here with a living legend's daughter. So why don't you tell us a little bit about why you're here, why this is an important organization.
My grandfather was Bill Lear, the inventor of Motorola, the 8-track stereo system, and the most notable, the Lear jet.
So how important do you think aviation is, and this organization and this event tonight being important to inspire not only men in engineering, but the future of women in engineering and aeronautical engineering?
Absolutely. For women especially, it is so important that we have these types of organizations to support aviation, aerospace, helping people get familiar with this industry. It's huge. Love it.
So what brings you here tonight?
Well, I am in aviation. Aside from being an actress, I'm also a pilot.
Oh, congratulations.
Yes.
How long did it take you to get your private pilot's license?
Forever.
Okay.
When you start booking jobs, you have to pretty much take the same lesson over and over and over. It gets really expensive.
How did you go from being a commercial flight attendant to a cabin attendant on a private jet to now, the star actress that you are?
Life happens. I don't know. I had gone everywhere United Airlines had flown, so I wanted to branch out and fly other places around the world. So I decided to do commercial, plus it paid really well. And then the acting thing happened along the way.
How important is it to educate our young generation, our millennials, when it comes to aviation?
I think it's important because a lot of people don't know exactly how it works, what's available to them, what access they have, as well as how everybody feels a little nervous, they get scared, so they don't understand the dynamics behind it.
Have you had an experience where you're like, oh my God, bad weather, turbulence, something scary that ever happened to you when you were flying?
Absolutely. I've had a couple different occasions where I thought I was going to die, but I'm still here, so we're good.
Here I'm with a legend. She's being recognized and celebrated tonight. What's your message?
For me, everyone here gathers in love of flight.
Sure.
Right? That's dreaming the dream, humility in the face of a higher power, and freedom. I think that's a message that carries through every generation. I think innovation, that everything's built on innovation, and there are two things people seek out. One is design, to be enveloped in beauty, and the other is disruption, to be excited by technology. And I think the most important thing is you've always got to believe in yourself and dream the dream. Don't let anyone tell you that you can't do it.
What's beneficial about it, and why are you involved?
Well, we've been traveling from Dubai on invitation. Very much looking forward to connecting with the industry and show respect to the big drivers in the aviation history in recent years.
And how important is aviation to the future of our country?
Aviation, as with many economies, is the driving force, and so far the election and the inauguration of the president today will probably show a great boost also for the private and business aviation industry.
But I'm with CJ, who is the next generation. Of course, you are an actor. You work with stars like Angelina Jolie. Congratulations.
Thank you.
What's it like coming out tonight?
It's awesome. I mean, it's a great event, and I'm honored to be here.
The craziest experience you've had on a flight before?
A flight? I was in the flight, and I was with my mom, and we were in business, which is awesome, by the way, if you ever get the chance to go. But I was with, and the plane started shaking, which wasn't that bad of turbulence, but I started freaking out because I was 14 years old, and I like barely been on a plane before, and this was like a big one, like a double-decker. So I was really scared, and I was like freaking out, asking the people, and they were all in Australian accents, like, "Oh, you're good, don't worry about it, you're fine."
You just literally flew in from this event. Tell us about that experience. What did you fly in on?
I flew in on American, and I think this is the first time that I actually prayed for my life because the turbulence was so bad. It never rains in California, and the day...
Oh, and then it starts pouring down rain here today. So what message do you have to the future generation, whether it's acting or aviation?
Even I think it applies just to life. Just when you would, it's funny how so many people tell you that you're incapable of doing things, and when you apply yourself, a lot of people think that this success is overnight. My sacrifices were made 10 years ago, and you come to now, and everybody's like, "Oh my God, you did it! What did you do?" It was just application, doing the work, and all of your dreams just kind of flourished right there.
You're checking out So Delicious TV with Generation TV.